Hello out there, YouTube. What is going on, everyone? It is D Dunn here. And we're back on Oakland A's franchise, and it is the month of June, which means it is time to have our minor league showcase. So we are going to go to our top prospects here. I think we'll probably do a player lock with every one of our minor leaguers or prospects. Oh, no one is not top 100. Sorry, top 150. So we actually had someone in the top 10, and then now he has since fallen all the way down here to number 20, Antonio Padilla. So we'll take a look at him. A lot of pitchers. So we have Antonio Padilla. We have Anthony Matsui, Mario Velez, and Martin Meza, who's finally cracked the top 50 and having a good year. Finally, would love to see him in the majors at some point. He still has lots of room to grow, but anyway, I digress. We may also take a look at a couple others. Probably not any pitchers because we already seen so many. But we could take a look at like Brandon Yoshida. He's a rookie. B potential could be something in the future, but want to get guys that are going to be relevant sooner than later. Douglas Vaughn comes to mind. He could probably come up and play right now. We've been developing him down the minors to have a little bit more versatility, working on his skills at third base and shortstop. He's still playing his primary position of second base, but that gives us and our minor league team a little bit more versatility to use him. So that's a new development, and we might play a player lock with him. Who else was there? Maybe that's it. Could look at one of these guys like Newton St. Aud. He's kind of under the radar. Super good defensively, super great speed, just low contact, hits for good power, but struggling against lefties this year. Still not performing too bad. But yeah, we got plenty to choose from down here in the minors. Mike Estrada has actually seen some time in the majors the last 2 years. We've called him up, I think, in September the last 2 years. So yeah, we have some options, but let's start with our top 50 prospects here. So we'll start at the top, work our way down. First one was Padilla, right? Yeah, Antonio Padilla. And he is in AAA. No, he's in AA. All right, so we'll top down to our AA roster here. Sim a couple games. Okay, Dylan Carlson, he's out, but just for a couple days. All right. And yeah, we'll hop in here. We're gonna player lock with Antonio Padilla. Looks like he's having an okay year. A little over a 4 ERA. This is not something that I've done outside of live streaming with this franchise, but something I've actually really enjoyed. It gives us kind of a little bit of a break from our major leaguers, gives us something to look forward to. For our minors, we get to see how they're progressing, because you see some guys for 2-3 years. Stuart Orr, who right now is, I think, having a Cy Young quality year to start. Not in strikeouts, but he's undefeated and has a sub-3 ERA and a sub-1 WHIP, at least last time I checked. So, all right. But here, and so we got to see him in the minors, and then now he's in the big leagues. So that's kind of the vibe of this. So what do we got? We got Antonio Padilla, a 20-year-old lefty, stands 6'4", 200 pounds, has pretty good stamina, has good velocity and break, and working. His highest attributes are his hit per nine and K per nine, and then not so good on the walks. Does probably allow some home runs and not great control. He's got a four-pitch mix, fastball, changeup, curveball, slider. So let's start with that fastball. I wish that you could see way like the pitches themselves in the screen. Like maybe you could just toggle over and see, you know, a pitch's control, a pitch's velocity, something like that. So you could kind of get a feel for like maybe what their best pitches are. That slider did not work into a double play. I'm not sure what happened there at second, but we didn't get the double play. We also did not get that strike called. Curveball though. Ooh. Oh, okay. I was really hoping that was going to be a strike. It was not. But then we get the swing and miss. Let's come back with that slider. Hit him with the slide piece, little lefty on lefty crime. And that is strikeout number 1 of the game for Padilla. We have okay velocity to work with. The fastball getting up to 95 is certainly not bad. Allows us to work a little bit in the top of the zone. And it appears he has relatively good control with that pitch. That slider, though, going lefty-lefty is doing some work. So we get out of the inning, we allow a hit, but that is all. No run support as of yet. I'm really kind of curious what happened to our minor league squad. In the first year, our minor league squads, both double and triple A, won their respective championships. Since then, I don't think have made the playoffs. Maybe 1 year with one of them made the playoffs. But otherwise, have not been very successful. Which is kind of surprising because we do have some good talent in the minors. And Gutierrez here just fouling absolutely everything off. Let's see if we can pinpoint a fastball here, low and away. Nope.
Cut hold, cut hold, cut hold.
Hangs up a little bit. Pretty much middle. That slider slapped the opposite way. And it does remain fair on the left field. Going to be an RBI double for Tommy Specht. Not looking so hot. We've seen some good pitches, but the mistakes that have been hit pretty hard. What the hell happened there?
Batting eight, the short.
I went to look at the throw to first, and it never came. All right, shortstop comes up, and he just can't glove it. Okay, that was Bako Kang. Can he even play shortstop? He can't play shortstop. No wonder there's an error. What the hell are we doing here? I'm so confused. Okay, so and then he will switch. Okay, so he does play third, he does play short, and he does play first. All right. I need to check on that more. I think when the computer does stuff, that could be another reason, because I don't control much in the minors when there's injuries and such. And I think as a result, we run into some situations like that where the PC makes boneheaded decisions, having people play positions that they don't play. Oh my Lord. That has to be the worst call I have ever seen in this game. Oh my.
Up, up, up. Got it, got it, got it.
All right, so we got an infield fly.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
So that
Lloyd Stoies.
Hey, one away.
gets us an out without advancing any runners.
0-1.
I feel like lefty-lefty, we've seen that slider look really good. I think we just say screw it and rein him up here. We're just going to challenge him. Okay, that doesn't land. I don't think they're going to run on it. They do not. It should be Martin Meza, who has a really good arm. And it looks like we might be able to get out of this without allowing another run. That would be ideal.
Two down now.
There we go. Get a little bit of a generous call there. It wasn't egregious, but that has to be one of the worst. Has to be one of the worst
Leading off for Frisco,
calls I've actually seen in
the
MLB The
center
Show.
fielder,
All right, so we still don't have a run. We're up to 38 pitches now at the start of the third. I do have to hand it to Padilla here. He has had base runners. Definitely found themselves in some pickles. But hasn't really... But not a lot of damage done. Only given up one run so far.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
One ball.
The slider seems to be very effective. The fastball's decent, so I think we'll kind of rely on those two pitches. Especially because we found ourselves in a few times when it's been lefty-lefty, multiple batters in a row.
No ball. Two strike. Hey, one away. One away.
Now, hopefully, the slider is going to be super effective now after challenging inside with the fastball. Oh, he actually reaches out and gets that one, but soft contact, our defense holds. That's two relatively quick outs.
Two outs here.
Nope, that's high.
All right. Seeing some good patience from the young Redman here, Chandler Redman. See if we can get a slider for a strike here. I'm okay with that. Maybe not right there, but wow. Really patient at bat from Redman. Definitely expected a swing on that slider.
No, that's a ball.
Hey, two outs, one away.
That one's hit hard, but foul. Maybe we mix it up, throw in a little change piece. There we go. So, not bad. Not too bad at all.
Leading off for Frisco.
Definitely running up his pitch count a little bit.
Tommy Speck.
Nope. That's
Wow.
Plays at first now.
He's definitely, I mean, all in all, pitching pretty well. We haven't seen any huge misses outside the plate. Pretty much pitching on the black, but when he has missed, he has missed
James.
pretty much middle, like that.
Three.
So, I need to be a little bit better if you're going to miss outside.
Ball.
But really like this slider. It's gotten some pretty nasty swing and miss.
2-2-2.
This could be a double play. Flip to second, on to first. There's the double. So once again, showing that we can work out of trouble,
One ball.
which
Strike.
I don't know that maybe that's the clutch rating. But then we get a nice little lazy fly. Mays is out there. Oh! And then St. Aud comes in from the shortstop position and fields that in the outfield. So still six hits, so the
Leading
whip
off
is
for
going
the
up, but
Riders, the left fielder, number 1.
hasn't given up runs, and that's really all that matters.
Strike one.
Ain't no one down here.
Probably not sustainable to pitch this way, but you know, some people are just like that.
All right, come on now.
Not easily rattled. That's okay.
Ball.
All in all, feel pretty good about this outing. Would like to see a little bit more,
Now batting.
a few more
The center fielder,
strikeouts,
James.
since that rating-wise is one of his stronger attributes.
No, that's a ball.
But the sliders look good today. The fastball's been working here and there.
1-1.
All you, take it.
And like I said, even though we have allowed a lot more base runners than I think you would like to see,
2 outs, fellas. One ball.
still feel
One
pretty good
strike.
about the
Hey,
outing.
plays out one right here. 1-1-1.
And now that we've made the defensive switches accordingly, we've been much better defensively. All right, so we're still out here for the 6th. We're at 80 pitches.
Hey, we got no one here.
Our offense apparently has just getting nothing going.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just a little frustrating, but as a pitcher, I think you just got to come out. You just got to come out and do your job. We only have to have one good inning if it's 1-0.
Straight up. You got it.
Mine.
There we go. I am curious though. I just want to take a quick look here. So our guys, 70, 75, some 60s, some 50s, and they're all like, we definitely have some guys in here with some talent, like ratings wise. I don't think we should be having that big of a problem scoring, but we'll see.
Hey, strike him out here.
I mean, we've gone 5 1/3 so far scoreless, so. Or it's only allowing one run.
Inside.
There we go. There's that slide piece working really well.
Get ahead right here.
Now batting, the right fielder.
I don't know if we'll be able to make it through 7, but it's looking like so far we'll be able to get through 6 here.
Whoa. Strike. Woo.
Come on, Padilla, give him the business. Pitch number 97 is a high fly ball out on the left. Mays is there. And we go another inning without allowing a score. And this time, these last 2 has actually been much better. He's progressively gotten better throughout the game.
Please. Now pitching for Midland.
All right, so we are relieved. So now we have to go to quick manage. We'll go ahead and quick manage the rest of this game. Get a walk, a run scored, fly out, strike out, another walk. There we go. Nothing. All right. I was really weary of that, so let's change pitchers. We got righty, lefty, righty. Let's go Salinas. See what you got, buddy. Wow. Okay, quick inning. All right, let's hop in here. Why not? Holy moly. Alexis De Los Santos throws gas. Oh my goodness. But can he control it? That's the question. Let's see if we can give our boys a win here. 101. Wow. Seeing the low control and walk per 9, I'm kind of hoping we can just walk our way to victory here. Ooh, not if we keep swinging at changeups, though. Really attacking that low and outside portion of the zone. There we go. There we go. Reach down there on a curveball. A little slappy slap out on the right. Gets to the wall. Colby Thomas. Atta boy.
Your attention, please.
So I know we kind of broke the rules.
For the Rough Riders.
They have another guy that throws 101? Well, we know what kind of pitchers they like. This guy, oh my goodness, way better. Much higher hit per 9 and K per 9. Oh, please don't foul out. Oh my God. Coming in second batter of the day, we get 100 down the pipe, and we miss it. Hate to see it. Newton St. Aud, though, hitting over 3 hundo with runners in scoring position. Get a little lucky on that call. I think we're red lighting. If we can get a walk, we'll take it. Get it. Tying runs are on base.
John Almanzar.
Oh, wasn't a bad swing. I don't hate it. But unfortunately, grounds into a double play. Game is over. But more importantly, we got to see Padilla, and I think we saw him probably at his best. We do get the loss, but pitched 6 innings, allowed 6 hits. But 7 strikeouts in 6 innings is pretty good, allowing 1 walk and 1 earned run. Okay, so, you know, things are looking up for him. Feels good. Feels good. We do need to go to our lineup, though, because holy shit. What are we doing down here? All right, so you can't play shortstop. Okay, I don't know how we ended up with that. Let's get Brandon Yoshida back in. Okay. And then versus lefties, make sure nothing's screwed up here. Max Muncy. Okay. All right. Thomas Meza, St. Aud. All right. So let's move you to third. Switch those. Okay. And then again, bring in Yoshida. Because he's actually batting better, even though he has worse stats. Also, I guess you'll probably check the lineups in AAA. Make sure that no one's playing in funky positions. Austin Allen hitting very well. You'll love to see that. Let's switch him and Sean. Okay. So everyone else, I think, looks pretty good. Okay. Who was next on our list of top prospects? So Padilla. Oh, and looked like he just moved up 2 spots. So this list must move around quite a bit. Next up, we have Mario Velez, also down in AA. So let's take a look at him. Mario Velez. And the Reds are interested in a trade. Let's see what they want. So they want Colby Thomas, who we actually saw in our last game that we played. Hit a double out in the right field. So 26-year-old, C potential, 70 overall. Okay. And they want to give me first baseman Christian Encarnacion, who has A potential, a year older. I mean, this kind of seems like a robbery. What is their situation where they need a fielder that bad? So they have Akil Baddoo. They have Michael Toglia. Then they have Victor Robles. None of these guys are injured. I mean, Victor Robles is playing terribly. And then they have Jordan Walker and James Wood. So are they just so stacked? But why? That's just a dumb trade. I would, like, if I wanted to just be like, oh, I mean, it is a good trade, but it's a stupid trade. Incredibly unrealistic, and I want to have some realism here, so we will decline that trade. Oh, man. And one of our guys I think we were probably going to be playing with next, Anthony Matsui, sustained a broken forearm and is out 2 to 3 months. That's actually really bad. He was having a excellent season too, and now he's out for half the season. Hopefully that's 2 months and not 3 months, because there's a lot of baseball, and he will continue to progress. But 87 strikeouts in 84 innings, sub-3 ERA, 1.25 WHIP, WAR over 2. That's a great season. That's absolutely heartbreaking. And that also means we have a hole in our AAA lineup. So let's go to the roster. Let's see what we need to do. Andreas Gillian down in AA. Looks like he's having a phenomenal year. You get the call up, sir. You're the next one up. And then Jared Daly is going to go up to AA. Okay. So let's make that switch here. Gunnar Hoglund having a terrible year. Hate to see it. And then down at AA. Wow. Okay. And after that, all right. Oh, we do have scouting we need to do. So we have gotten to the point now where we are doing individual ones. I feel like we've gone through all of the outfield. Let's look at some infield prospects. Maybe we'll get something. All right. So Paul Ritson, originally MLB draft rank 64th. We have him at 26th. Looks like he's probably a high potential guy, but probably has a long way to go, which is fine. He doesn't look awesome, but if he's on the upper end of that in the future, 70 contact, 60-ish power, 70s, defense, and then good speed, that could be something. And then Harvey Flores, one of our discovered prospects. All right, so it looks like he's probably like a high C, low B potential, probably like a 50-something overall. Kind of the same hit tool, but much better defensively and with good speed. So he'd probably be like our second round pick. Let's go ahead and change prospects. We want to look, so we were looking at shortstop and outfielders. So we need to find someone that's realistic for us to get, like this guy. Wait, where'd he go? We pick at number 30. We're not going to have a shot at a top 10 pick. They don't have to be the best. They don't have to have like a 90-something overall. But something that gives us some hope. Like this guy, he doesn't look terrible for a late round pick. So we'll keep an eye on that. This guy looks like he's pretty much guaranteed high potential, but probably a long ways to go. So probably like a 40 overall, I don't know. That would be something way down the board if we went down for that. All right, so shortstop, not a lot of good looks there. Now, Armando Quevedo could be interesting because MLB has him at 37 and we have him at 5. So the question is, could he actually fall to us? That is the real question. Scott French looks like he could be some. Okay, so it looks like outfielder might be the way to go. Now we have 3 weeks left of scouting. And it looks like fielders are kind of the wave. Definitely some value here down the board that I like. Center field. Some of these guys look like, MLB ranks 7th. We have them at 52. Not sure why. I think probably because of the defense, but not sure. Patrick Leal could be someone that could fall to us, and he looks like he could be pretty decent. Let's give her a look-see. Let's give it a look-see. I think there was a left fielder. I just don't know if he falls to us. I don't think we take the risk. Let's take a look at this guy. Okay. And then I, again, have forgotten the prospect that we were looking for. So we already saw Padilla. Next on the list was going to be Matsui, who's injured. So Mario Velez down in Double-A. Okay. So a player lock with Velez. Looks like he's having a very good year. We'll dive into that once we get into the game here. But, yeah. I mean, our team, it looks like the bottom of our order is probably really killing us in the minors in terms of offensive potential. All right, so what do we got with Mario Velez? 69 overall, nice. Another big guy, 6'3", 200. Statistically having a great year. 2.53 ERA, 1.08 WHIP. Not a lot of strikeouts, but the key here, not walking a lot of batters, not giving up. He's giving up some hits, about a hit an inning, but not walking very much. And a WAR is even at 0. Ratings-wise, great stamina, pretty good velocity, okay break and control. And then looks like hit per 9 and walk per 9 are his best ratings, and of course home run per 9. So that's probably why his ERA is so low, because he has only given up 4 home runs in 74 innings. That's huge. He's got a 3-pitch mix, a 4-seamer, a 12-6, and a sinker. So this could be interesting.
Hey,
And what is this release point? Holy cow, can you imagine watching this ball come in?
1-1.
That's so cool. I love that super unique arm angle. And then this fastball, it's going to look like it's flying up at your head.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
And then what's that? A curveball with that arm angle. I am intrigued. Now, his velocity rating is low, but that's just an average of his 3 pitches. It's very clear that the velocity on his sinker and his curveball are so low that it's dropping his overall velocity rating. But
Hey, we got 2.
running up a fastball at 97. Oh man, Mesa cannot get there. I thought he had better speed than that, but I all of a sudden am in love with Mario Velez. I love that super unique pitching style.
3. Cut hole,
You know
cut
that you
hole.
can challenge hitters, and it's not going to go deep on you more than likely.
Hey, now we got 2.
Hey, fellas, hold him right here.
We do. Oh, that is actually a dot, my friend. Mr. Umpire.
Up.
Nice. And we see some defense from the pitcher. Okay. So kind of the same way that we started in the last game. Gave up a couple hits, a couple base runners, but no
Leading off for the Cardinals,
runs scored.
the second baseman.
And we finally get some offense.
Priyado.
Now, I'm very curious if release.
1-1-1.
Nice. Another strong defensive play. I do wonder if release point has anything to do with
That's a ball.
One down.
a pitcher's abilities and his statistics. Probably not, but
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I feel pretty good about this guy.
1-1-1.
He's out.
Batting eighth, the
Excuse
center
me.
fielder,
Look at this
Herman.
guy. A 554 OPS.
Hey, 2 away.
You're getting the fastball, buddy.
Here we go, right now, fellas.
I don't think you can hit me.
Aye.
Mm.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow, he actually made contact. But
He's out.
ground out. Come on, let's get some more run support. There it is. There it is.
The third baseman, Joaquin Curry.
Now up 4-0 here in the third. Love to see that.
0-1. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
But man, what a cool pitcher.
Hey, sit him down. Strike him out. Here we go.
I think last year he was probably down in single A. That's probably why we didn't see him last year. Or he might just be a rookie this year.
Ball. I got it.
Hey, one away.
But man, it is fun to pitch with someone who has this wonky ass
Inside.
release point. And his fastball's for a double A pitcher, like pretty pinpoint.
1-1-1.
No, he's out.
And now that we have our guys in the right defensive
Oh,
positions,
that's out.
we can feel a lot better about pitching to contact.
1-1-1.
You know he's not going to give up the homer.
Hey.
But we know Baco Kane can't glove shit.
Oh, 1's
That is something that you hate to see.
Ball, that's down. Hey, clutch up here. Get a strikeout.
Oh, that one just a little blooper.
Relay, hit me.
But
Relay.
runner with good speed.
Relay
He
forward,
is
come
going to
forward.
go for home. The throw to the plate. Got him. What are you doing, buddy? Very aggressive base running. I don't hate it. I love aggressive base running, but not on this team, buddy.
Ain't nobody out now. That's a ball.
I can't wait to pitch with this guy in the World Series.
Hey, strike this guy out. Get him yourself. 1-1-1.
I'm trying to, what do they call it? Speak things into existence.
The designated hitter, Moises. Go, man.
And we still have a ton of energy for only being in the fourth.
One down now. One down.
Oh, good effort there from our third baseman. Mays is out there to make the play. Holds him at first.
And turn two. Turn two.
We're not going to... Oh, he is at first, yeah.
One down here,
All right, let's
fellas.
pound some sinkers, see if we can get a double play. Boom, boom, boom. Nailed it. Okay, okay. I think we might actually have someone on our hands here. Wouldn't know it, really, from his ratings.
One.
But I think, surprisingly enough, that's super high home run per 9, at least for someone his age,
Here we go.
is really helping him. Because haven't seen anyone hit for power. We've also seen some good defensive plays. Ooh, can't get to that one. Can't get to that one. But we have...
Number 1, Joaquin.
But we have seen some other really good defensive plays.
Ball, that's in.
I just know if I were a batter playing against this guy, I would lose my mind.
Ball, down. Aye. 3-2.
Yep, I think it's time for a sinker.
2.
And there's the double play we needed. Dude, we are cruising. I mean, we have given up 5 hits, so it's not like...
Leading up for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Andreas Acevedo.
The game's been perfect. Hold on 1 second, please. Thought one of my kids was calling for me. They were not.
Hey, get ahead right here.
All right. So, yeah, we are well on our way to pitching a complete game shutout here.
Hey, nobody gone now.
You know, if this guy could get some strikeout stuff under his belt, I think we would be in really good shape.
Now batting, right fielder, Jefferson Encarnacion.
Hold up, right here.
All ones the count.
Start pounding some sinkers, see if we can get
Away.
another double play.
2.
What do you know? This guy is just a double play pitching machine.
Ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
I'm just trying to think, like, what else could this guy use?
Ball 2.
Here you go, guys. Let's go.
I mean, strikeout potential would be huge. And, like, I don't even think he really even needs a 4th pitch. His pitches that he have are pretty good. We still have yet to score another run since the 2nd inning where we put up a 3-piece. But here we are
Hey, no outs here, nobody on.
into the 7th, only at 68 pitches. There's a 69th. Nice. Maybe if his curveball was a little better. Pretty accurate with it. At least for a curveball, you know.
One
Plays
ball,
at 1
one strike.
here. Me, I got it.
Okay, Mesa, what the hell, man? What is his reaction is 89, and he has 80 speed. And you're telling me you can't get to that? What are we doing here, bud? I guess.
Hey, grounder right here. Knock it down.
Can we get another double play? You already know what's coming. Just a whole heap of sinkers.
Hey, one down now. One down.
Oh, that one actually does get through.
Hey, eat it. Eat it. Cut it right there.
Hey, but guess what's coming up? More sinkers.
Let's roll it up.
0-1.
Then maybe we throw in a curveball just for fun.
Nope, that's a ball.
That was a strike.
Hey, we got one here.
1 ball, 2
And
strikes.
then maybe we go for the punchy. No punchy.
Two.
I know he was yelling for a double play, but there's no way I get that throw to second in time.
Outside, that's a ball.
We got two.
Ball.
So some strikes here.
Ball, that's in. Ball 4, pitches down.
Ooh, our first walk of the day.
Jump ahead of him right here, huh? One.
Here we go.
He's out.
8 hits, but no earned runs. I mean, I guess that means we might be getting a little lucky, but I've never felt worried. Even in that instance, just seeing what he's done previously, I did not feel worried. I did not think we were going to give up a run there.
All right, jump on him.
We got to remember this name, Mario Velez. Having himself a day. And it's not me either.
Nope.
We got one.
He's
here.
been really good on his own.
That's ball 2. Three-2.
Probably not a curveball to, oh God, that one was middle.
Relay, hit me, relay.
This one's definitely going to be a triple. He might actually, no, he's not going to go for home. Now with his speed, with 80 speed, I could see us actually giving up a run
guys,
here.
Let's go. We got to hold him right here.
William Valencia. No power, but pretty good, just great contact hitter. If we don't want to give up a run, we need a punch out. Now, I don't know how we get that
Hey, we got one.
when we're missing like that. And can't get, like, those are close pitches.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He should be swinging at those.
2-2 to count.
Mm-hmm. You don't need a ton, like probably like 1 big spoonful, like what you would get in a packet. Let's go, baby. Get him. What about the high fastball? You bite on that? No, that's going to be a sacrifice fly.
I got it.
Unless he's just got the biggest cannon.
He beat it. Safe.
I mean, for 80 speed, that was relatively close. So they finally scratch across a run here in the bottom of the 8th. We're on our 103rd pitch. And still cruising.
One.
Get a little dribbler to third. That's going to end the inning. I don't think that we're going to come out for the 9th.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And we
your
don't.
attention, please.
Relieved by Manny Osuna.
Number 6.
So that means we go to quick manage. And we win 4-2. Fantastic stuff. Player of the game is Mario Velez. 8 innings pitched, allowed 9 hits, only struck out 3, but 1 walk and only 1 earned run. That line will get you a win a lot of the times. So we'll keep an eye on him. He'll definitely be making his way up, probably AAA next season. Okay. And then the last one here is Martin Meza. No. Okay. So let's go ahead and advance the day. Play the next game. And we're going to player lock with small. What? Yes, you can have some oranges. It's fine. So Martin Meza, I believe, was our very first pick in this entire franchise. Took him in the first round, and the first 2 years... Well, the first year, we put him at AAA, which was my fault. We should have done what you're supposed to do. Start him in single A.
Batting fourth, the left fielder.
Oh my God. Here we are. Bases loaded with no outs. All we really need is some hard contact. Oh.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here.
And we ground into a double play. But we do drive in a run.
Batting second, the right fielder, Jefferson.
So
Encarnacion.
that's unfortunate, but like we had to take a rip at that one.
Three. No runner. Cut hold.
Okay. Defensively, the dude's a stud.
Two.
All right. I mean, I pushed the button to throw to second about 3 times. Oh, it's so annoying. But yeah, so we started him off too hard. He actually regressed a little bit.
Hey, your pitch.
And then finally last year showed some growth. And this year, having a pretty good year. So just looking to build on that.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
Damn. I mean, good timing, barreled it, but just hit it right to a defensive player. Uh-oh, and now they have the bases loaded with no outs.
Three. Eat it.
All right, so they do score 1, but it looks like that's it. Who are we even pitching against? Chad. Chad shouldn't really be giving us much trouble, but... I mean, that's just late. That's very foul for just late.
Let it fly. Let's go. Right
Absolutely barreled it, though. There we go.
Here. Hey, attaboy. Nice rip.
Slap a changeup right up the middle. Now, Mesa does have good speed, right?
See it up and drive it, huh?
Yeah, 80 speed. He has good stealing. Might look to take a bag.
Hey,
We'll
let's go,
see.
big fella.
2-1.
Okay, they're pitching out. So I'm glad we didn't go. All right. We don't get to advance. Looks like we did pick up a couple runs. Now 3-5. And this looks like a pretty easy fly ball for us. It is. I think we're probably going to get one more at bat.
Now batting, the left fielder.
All right. We are the tying run. Looks like we have a new pitcher, Kyle Leahy. Doesn't look too bad.
Ball.
Much lower velocity than the last pitcher.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
Looking for a fastball.
Ball 2.
Hey, your turn. Nobody better.
Thought that was one there, but changeup just kind of fell off the shelf. Oh man, then we whiff on the slider. So not the best day, with Mesa, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, so we'll advance today. And let's head up to the majors here. Looks like we did not do well at all. We win 3 out of 5 and then go on to get swept by Houston in a 4-game series. And 2 of those were not close, 0-5, 0-3. Okay. Look at our scouting here. So Scott French looks to be like he could be that guy. MLB draft rank 35th. We have him at 10. So we're kind of hoping that he falls. Patrick Leal ended up not being very exciting. But, you know, he could be someone we go in a late inning. Let's take a look at Randall McLeod. Looks like he's got a bat on him. And why not? I know this is bait. Oh my gosh, we discovered 4 infield prospects. So let's look at those, see if there's anyone that's like really tickles our pickle. This guy looks interesting, but that's a huge range there. Let's actually change from this guy, and we'll take a look. Why not? All right, so we saw all of our players in the top 50 prospects, except one who got injured, Matsui. So now let's play a game up here at the big league level. Who do we want to play? We have no interdivision games left. So I would like to take on a team that's very good, and it looks like the San Diego Padres could be it. Similar record to ours, and it is a home game, so let's do that. All right, so we actually haven't, even though he's had a great year, we have yet to see Stuart Orr, I think, in action. So let's do that. Let's see if we can keep his great year going. Like I said earlier, he's having what I think he should at least be talked about for a Cy Young. Surely he'll be an all-star this year. The only thing is that he just doesn't have the strikeouts. He doesn't have a ton of strikeouts because that's just not his game. But if we look, he has 47 in 90 innings, so not great. But has only given up 12 home runs, only 20 walks, has under a 3 ERA, has barely over a 1 WHIP, hasn't lost a game. He's 8-0. His WAR is kind of low, and I don't really understand why. But he has, I mean, his FIP's a little high. I don't know. Maybe just because he's a pitch-to-contact guy, but I don't know. To me, ERA, WHIP, and a perfect record, like, am I wrong? I feel like that's got to be cause for an award somewhere.
0-1. Ball.
But we pretty much know the drill with Stuart Orr by now. We throw a bunch of like kind of off-speed stuff low. We have a pinpoint two-seamer that we can use. But really curious about this lineup and how the Padres are probably number one in their division with this sort of record.
No ball, 2 strikes.
But there's a punchy from Orr. We'll take that. And then Manny Machado, okay. So, lady in the crowd yells, overrated. Ooh, okay, so we're getting some on the outside of the plate. Feel good about that. But he has a super low hit per 9 rating, so I feel like if the hit per 9 is super low, like you're bound to get strikeouts by default.
Out.
I don't know. We'll see. All right, so now we're facing off against Michael King. He's a pretty well-rounded pitcher. Doesn't give up much home runs. Good velocity, good break. 4-pitch mix. That sinker does sink.
1-1.
I'll have to be wary of that. Not bite at those sinkers below the zone. We'll go in the kind of hangs up there. A sinker that doesn't sink is kind of a nightmare for pitchers.
Batting second, the shortstop.
But good for us.
Rosario.
Count 1-0.
Ooh.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Good sinker inside. Too late, it says. I felt like we weren't that late on it, but
Check outside.
I guess we were. The old sinker slider combo is vicious. Fairly early on the slider, but Geloff gives this a ride out into the right center gap. It's going to be a double. And advances the runner. Now we get to see Soler, who hits this one very hard, very high, and pretty deep. Not deep enough for a home run, but advances the runner and scores 1. So that's a sacrifice fly for Soler.
The first baseman, Spencer.
And this is actually the perfect pitcher to face us in this ballpark. Oh my God.
0-1's the count.
What a whiff. That was a sword.
Nope. Ball.
Perfect pitcher to face us here in this ballpark,
I got 1 ball.
because it is easy to hit home runs here. But we managed to scratch across one. Now they have Brandon Lowe. Rosario can't glove it. That is an error. So the perfect game is over.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just ripping sinkers, hoping for a
2 balls, 1 strike.
double play here. So a strikeout would work too if we can get one of those. Like I said, Fernando Tatis in the 7 hole. Interesting. But flies right out to Verdugo. Another strong inning from Orr. Don't expect anything less. And we start off with a Seth Brown single. Saw that slider coming in, held back on it, went down. Good little liner. That was a pitch, but I knew it was off speed and kind of afraid to roll over on a double play. Really don't want a double play, obviously.
Batting eighth, the third baseman.
I mean, all in all, we're seeing the pitches pretty well. We're putting good wood on them.
1-0.
Had a couple whiffs on the slider versus righties, or with our righties. Ooh, that was it right there. Maybe the first fastball we've seen. And a good one to hit. Just not expecting it. All right. So Meade does exactly what Seth Brown does. A little opposite field single.
Batting ninth,
Hits it to the gap between first and second.
Tyler Soderstrom.
I know there's a numbers for those holes, but... Oh my God! This is his year! Grab your chips and soda! Sody goes yard, baby. Let's go! Next stop, Pound Town. A ball is crushed. 107 off the bat. And like I said, good pitcher to face us in this ballpark, but it's hard to not give up a home run here.
The batter, the
And a-
shortstop, Ahmed.
And a 3-run shot at that.
Got him.
Ah! Good swing from Rosario there. Just a little bit late. Maybe if he pulls that one, he rips that out in the left. But Sodi does damage. A's on the board. First 4-0.
Leading off for San Diego, the designated hitter, Alan Trejo.
And now the great bearded one, Stuart Orr, just has to maintain this lead. Pitching a gem so far. The only base runner was from an Ahmed Rosario error at short. Couldn't glove that cleanly, so far the only base runner. So technically we still have the no-hitter on. I know that seems wild to say 2 1/3 in, but
Ball 1, no strike.
especially if we keep getting calls like that
Ball 2.
and like that. Forcing us, it's going to go inside a little bit. But definitely not as egregious as we saw in the minor league game. We'll definitely be making a reel out of that. That was probably one of the worst calls I've seen in it playing MLB The Show. And if you missed it, it was a ball that was about right here. That was called for a ball. I don't really want to just gift one to Cronenworth, but I also really don't like to walk batters. Maybe a sinker and we at least just get a nice little... My God, he's just fouling everything. This is the downside of having a low K per 9.
Nope. Ball 4.
Damn it. So we do give up the walk.
Oh and 1.
Kind of frustrating. But could easily get a double play. Just fouling everything off. Two-seamer running in on the hands. A little blooper. I thought for sure that was going to be
Second baseman, Xander.
a right fielder coming in, but that was Geloff. Almost blew it. Just fouling everything off. Really running up our pitch count.
Oh, that's off the plate. Nope. That's inside.
God, how many pitches in this at bat? That was number 9.
He's out.
And Orr makes the rare defensive play there. Definitely not very good on the mound defensively, but That really, really is going to be hard to keep or in after pitching probably a 25 pitch inning, maybe more.
2 balls, no strikes.
Good sinker to hit there. Man, that sinker and that slider look so similar out of the hand.
Count is 3-2.
But we draw a walk. So we did take one. That was very hittable, but we still get on base. And that slider is eating me up. Easy enough when it's like way down low and outside, but that was definitely one to hit there. Just early on the top of it. Really relying on his slider. I feel like we've seen a lot of sliders,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
a lot of sinkers, not many fastballs or changeups.
Ball, that's out.
But now we're running up the pitch count on King here. Oh, man. See, I thought that was a slider coming out of the hand. It was not.
Ball.
Oh, get through. Diving attempt from the second baseman. The throw is not in time. Torkelson is able to run that one out. Now would be a good time to see some Seth Brown power. That one's high and deep. It is gone! A 3-run shot from Seth Brown, opposite field. And boom, there goes King.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Now Ryan Berger. Looks to be kind of an average pitcher.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 32.
Not even a bad pitch by King there. A sinker outside, but Brown just reached out, barreled it. It's in the opposite field. And Carlson reaching way up high for that fastball.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Meade does not do the same.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2. No, inside.
Certainly red light him here.
Ball 4. Take your
For good
base.
reason. 4-pitch walk. We'll take it. Maybe could have gotten the same result in the previous batter, but he really wanted to reach up for those high fastballs.
Ball.
5 balls in a row. Soderstrom, our hero of the game, started us off and is gone 2-4-2 off the foul pole. Second home run of the game. In case you're hungry, once again, grab those chips and soda. Sody goes yard. 9-0 over San Diego now. Verdugo takes a rip at this one, but snagged out into right center field. And ace power is on display today. something we have to be wary about with this lineup. It's a good lineup. They obviously, Manny Machado, Brandon Lau. There's another name in there I can't remember. They certainly have good power. And Stuart Orr does not, like rating-wise, have a good home run per 9 rating. So I'm not sure that we can expect to not give up a home run at some point, but with this lead, I think we're safe to really challenge inside the zone, just start pumping strikes. We have a sinker, which should generate a lot of ground balls and soft contact. So we'll probably rely on that. It's not Orr's best pitch, but it's enough there. Gets a little dribbler. He shows the athleticism and is able to make the play. And now Rosario up. Shoots that opposite field down the first base line. Ends up being a foot race with the pitcher Berger, but cannot make it in time. Good defense from the pitcher there. Zach Geloff, Gelly Bean, up the plate. Got us going early on with his single, or double.
That's out.
Fights off that slider. And very good at bats from Geloff today. Seen a hit and a walk so far. Now here, very good eye, laying off some close pitches. And fighting off some really close ones. And then shoots one back up the middle for a single. That is a good quality MLB at bat right there. And we have been all over the Padres early on, scoring early and every inning thus far, except for this one. But 1-3-5, next we should hit 7. No, we're not going to hit 7 runs this inning, but you know, if we score again, if it's 10-0, we'll probably just start simulating the at-bats and just stick to pitching. Maybe we can get Orr the no-hitter. Still very early on to think about that, but technically still a possibility.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Soler may be getting a little old in age. Is very late on that fastball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And Berger, not sure how to pronounce the last name of this pitcher, but how is that late? I guess Soler, his old age, is starting to lose it against these high velo batters. I think they just swung on ball 4. Maybe a little frustrated at some of those fastballs that got by him earlier. Makes contact with that one just late, but is a foul out. And now Torkelson.
No, he's safe.
Gives this one a pretty good ride out to right. It's high and deep and off the very top of the wall. Close to being our third home run of the game, but is an RBI double. And up this much, we'll finish playing offensively this inning, and then we'll stick with our pitching. But unless something drastic happens, we'll just simulate the bats the rest of this game, because there's really nothing riding on him, especially when Seth Brown's going to go 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. I mean, this stadium is so much fun to hit in. They're going to bring out Eli Morgan. Looks like a much better relief pitcher than the last one.
Nope.
But I was about to say, but Dylan Carlson ends it, but holy cow. Second baseman cannot glove that thing on the hop. Just shot right at his feet, bounced up in his face. And he could not make the play. I didn't get to see if that was scored an error or a run or a hit. But, I mean, it gets you on base, right?
Yep, that ball went out.
Good to see Curtis Mead. He was kind of slumping a little bit, hitting in the low 200s. I think 212 last episode that we saw. Got his average up a little bit. I think he's up to around 250 now. He has 5 homers on the year. So that is good to see. I mean, he had an extraordinary run last season, filling in for Geloff. That's how we moved him to the starting role. And then just absolutely whiffs. All right. So let's see if we can get the no-hitter. Probably not, because our stamina is very low. He doesn't have great stamina to begin with. Only in the 60s, I think. And already at 64 pitches here at the start of the 5th inning.
Oh, that pitch is out.
So I don't see him going 9. But if we can try and get through 7 or something with a no-hitter, we'll take it. I think at this point we pretty much just throw strikes at him.
Aye. Aye. Two.
I mean, Tatis has got to swing at something. He ends up swinging at the changeup.
Ball. Down.
And Orr gets another strikeout. Wow, Rosario with a crazy speed boost there. All right, so like I said, a quick manage. We still managed to score 2 more.
All ones the count.
Looking in like the A's of real life,
That's
who
a
have
ball.
scored
1-1.
the games with the 3 highest individual team scores. We have all 3 in real life. Like, if we could just get a monicum of consistency,
Out.
we could have been a really good team this year, or at least been in the running. We saw it early on.
Yeah.
In the season when we maintained second place for 2 or 3 weeks, I think. And then since then, just been way too inconsistent. We've had lots of injuries in the bullpen. But nothing like the team here. Fresh off a World Series win. First in the division. And another error from Azario.
Hey. 0-1.
I don't know if it's the second of the game, but it's definitely something we've seen, I think, a couple times.
Your attention, please.
All right. Finally, looks like we are going to have to start digging into the bullpen. We'll get Crochet and Jaime up. Now at 85 pitches, which is a lot for Orr, he really profiles a lot more for a long reliever. And we could look to bring up his stamina. I don't know what reason we could give for that. Because I think in this game, like, stamina rating just goes down every year. Like, it never gets better. All right, well, the no-hitter's gone.
The center field. Number 3, Jackson Merrill.
So, we'll do a mound visit. We'll go to the bullpen. Jaime Barria is going to be our guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching, Jaime.
I mean, really
Barria.
similar game to Orr. Wow, Seth Brown doesn't glove that. Okay.
Ball. That's inside.
And then that one slapped out hard into the gap. Luis Campusano. Carlson can't get to it, fumbling around in the outfield. Not good. First run scored for the Padres. Another one on the exact same pitch in the exact same location.
The count.
You gotta be really careful. Don't want this one to get away from us. That's a 2-run home run, I think. Just like that, we are in danger. It's a 5-run score.
Your attention, please. Now pitching, Garrett Crochet.
And this game all of a sudden became hella interesting. Jaime Barria comes in and just gives up bomb after bomb after bomb. Not a home run, but double after double after double.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Obviously less than ideal.
Ball, that's just out. Three and two.
Thankfully, Crochet finally stops the bleeding, gets the first out of the inning.
Bat number 7, shortstop, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ball.
Kim has been
Counts
had
1-0.
some really poor at bats, so let's hope that stays the same.
Hey. Too high. Ball.
This game looking a lot closer now than what it was. I mean, they're still 9 behind, so I don't think the game is in danger, but
Second baseman, Xander.
it's worrying whenever you have a reliever come in and give up 5 very quick runs, and he only inherited 1 runner.
0-1.
So it's not like he came in with the bases loaded, you know. Not feeling great, team. Finally. All right, we get a little infield fly. Geloff surely has this. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Of course, it also didn't help that we have 2 errors, both by Rosario at short today. All right. So like I said, still very low leverage, so we are going to quick manage the bats. And as long as nothing drastic happens, which we got close.
Ball, that's outside.
But I guess it can be fun to kind of see a home run derby type game. But just not interesting for me.
3 and 2.
Damn, man. He practically fell over with that swing, but they're going to call check swing. It's fine. He can watch 97 go by. Then a very quick out against Merrill. Let's see if we can put away Campusano real quick. Get on in the 9th.
Ball 1. Inside ball.
Wish Garrett Crochet was just a little bit more precise. Oh my God. Ugly swing there from Campusano on the slider. Get some weak contact. All right. No more runs. And then, let's see, I think we'll go. Let's go to Caleb Ferguson. No need to burn our bullpen arms out too much.
Now pitching.
0-1's the count.
Caleb.
Also just feel better with Ferguson over
Ball.
Crochet. I was about to say, not the best matchup versus Tatis, but he hasn't had great at-bats either.
Got him.
All right. We're up 9. No need to to mess around.
Ball.
Just get ahead, throw strikes.
He's safe.
Okay.
Nope. Outside.
I mean, San Diego came in with a record almost identical to ours. But outside of the one inning,
Ball 2.
have not lived up to it.
He's out. He's safe.
Oh my goodness. Thought that was going to be the double play to end it.
The batter, number 7,
Just legs it out.
Ha-Seong Kim.
And now Ha-Seong Kim 0 for 4 on the day. Looking to make that 0 for 5.
0-2. That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And then with a cutter on the hands. Swing and miss. Bad day for Kim. But, okay. So, not the greatest one inning, but outside of that, great performance from the team today. Stuart Orr picking up his 9th victory. Again, like we said when this game started, I think he deserves to be at least in discussions for Cy Young this year. Last time I checked, he was not because he doesn't have a ton of strikeouts, but huge day for Soderstrom. 3 for 4 with 2 homers and a double. Stuart Orr, 6 innings, allows 1 hit and 1 walk and 1 earned run. Strikes out 6.
We remind you to please.
Seth Brown also had 2 home runs on the day. So very good. All right, so we did our minor league showcase. We played our game. We're closing in, I think, on 2 hours on the stream, which is kind of where I like to keep the episodes. So we'll sim the rest of the month and continue on with our scouting. Yoshida's injured again out 1 to 2 weeks, so we'll put him on the 10-day. And I do not trust, after seeing what the computer did to the lineups before, I don't trust it to make changes again, even though it's literally just copy and pasting a catcher in there. But not a great week here, but, playing about 500 ball, which is not what we are capable of. We get blanked 08 and then 07 versus the Dodgers. What is going on? Is it pitching? Pitching's hit or miss. Stuart Orr, phenomenal. Mason Miller, pretty good. Probably his best season. And then McKenzie, and then Urias is having his worst season that he's had in a while. Actually, no, I take that back. It's just his worst season as a starter. So that sucks. Bullpen, our long relievers are actually doing okay. Grayson Rodriguez, he's pitched 86 innings and he has 6 ERA. We're going to swap him with Trevor Rogers. And also, I mean, those are pretty comparable. But he is cold, so we'll go ahead and give Wells the nod. See if maybe we move these guys, the highest paid long relievers. Grayson Rodriguez making 9.7, and Tristan McKenzie making 17.8 this year. Less than ideal. But we'll make those changes and kind of see what happens. Rest of the bullpen is actually really good. Luther Hanna has only pitched 2 innings this whole season. I don't know why. Okay. And then our bats, I mean, yeah, bats are still pretty good. Statistically, no. Are we still leading in batting? stats, team rankings. Yeah, still first in batting average, at-bats, still first in runs, first in hits, first in doubles, second in home runs, first in RBIs. So it's not the offense that's an issue, although getting blanked by the Dodgers is not good. Anyway, let's hop into scouting. Okay, so Randall McLeod actually looks like he could be kind of good. MLB had him at 66th, and it says that we should draft him at 30, which is where we're picking, and we might honestly do that. We have a ton of left fielders, but, I mean, outfielders are plug and play. Good hit tool, good vision discipline, decent enough speed to play the outfield, so that's good. And then Dominique Zavala, who we discovered, turns out to kind of be a little bit of a bust, but he might not be a bad option like in the 4th or 5th round. You know, if we pick him at 150 and he ends up being like a low B, high C potential, that's fine. That's fine. All right, we don't find any more infielder prospects, so we'll edit that and go to the West. Let's see. So, no good shortstops that I saw that were anywhere intriguing. Even down the board, didn't really see anyone that might deliver value for us. Guess I could look at this guy, Luis Cortez. But, like, do I really want to spend a week scouting a player that we're going to pick in the 4th round and could be terrible? Probably not. Really just want to look for those 1st, 2nd, 3rd round picks. You know, I really want to have something locked down there. And Johnny Slater might be it. We'll take a look at him. And then I'll bite on this. I think it's bait. I think he's probably not great, but we'll take a look. Continue on. Caleb Ferguson, some soreness, out for a day or two. We'll keep him active. Sean Almanzar, down in Double-A, MCL sprain, out 1 to 2 weeks. We'll keep him active as well. Today is the end of the Texas League first half. Do I want to stop simulating? No. Caleb Ferguson no longer injured. We'll put Doug Vaughn, our stud AAA second baseman, bruised leg, just out for a couple days. We'll keep him active. Brandon Yoshida is no longer injured, so we'll place him on the bench and manually switch him out ourselves because, again, don't trust the computer. Pedro Pineda, ACL sprain, out 1 to 2 weeks. We'll put him on the 10-day. All right, so this week, a little bit of a rebound. We lost 1 game to Cleveland, 1 game away from sweeping the Rockies. We said, okay. So not the best month of baseball, but enough to at least keep us in lead for the division so far. We'll take a look at scouting here. All right, so Johnny Slater looks okay. Looks okay. Solid defense. Could have good potential. Decent hitter. Nothing crazy. Would like to scout this guy, but I'm just not sure he would fall to us since he's draft ranked 7th from MLB. Take a look a little bit farther down the board. This guy looks like he might have a slight better bat. Take a look. Right fielders. Luis Velasquez might be something. Take a look. And didn't find anyone in the West either. How about Central? Finalize that. Rockhounds do not have 4 valid lineups. What are you missing? Center fielder. Henry Bolt is the man. Brandon Yoshida is back. Okay. All right. So, the month of June turned out not to be awesome. These last 3 weeks were better, I guess, but we saw some really bad losses. We get swept by the Dodgers. 2 of those games we can't even score a run. Got swept by Houston in a 4-game series. 2 of those we get blanked. That is tough. We made some changes at pitcher. And I don't know what we do here. If we wanted to set our trade block, it would be now. But looking at who we have, I don't think we do that. I think we leave Rodriguez and McKenzie in for lawn relievers for a while, or at least until they can get their shit straightened out. Rogers and Wells are doing okay. They're filling in. With the offense that we have, pitchers pitching at a 4 ERA is not the worst thing in the world. Stuart Orr now up to an 80 overall. And just having a great year. Just having a great year. It boggles my mind. Okay, his WAR's going up. His WAR's going up a little bit. Component ERA, a 2.5. Okay. I mean, I think that's a great year. I mean, so all in all, pretty good. I'm a little worried that we're starting to falter. I don't see us making any trades at the trade deadline. Our bats are smashing. Sodi's having a breakout year. Best in all 3 hitting categories. Improving everywhere. More at a 2. Has committed 3 errors so far, which is less than ideal, but he's been good. He has been good. Addison Barger, though. making a compelling case to switch, but like Ahmed Rosario is hitting even better. You have a guy hitting, well, not better, but look at this lineup, man. That is crazy. Verdugo, Rosario, Geloff hitting like 300. Oh my goodness. Dylan Carlson's the only one that isn't hitting for a ton of power. And that's okay. Still crushes lefties. Maybe having a little bit of a down year against righties, but our backup bats are just crushing it. Feels really good, I think, to be in the position that we're in. If we can get our pitching rotation, like we should be a 105 win team. If we can sort our pitching out, and I don't think the answer is trades. Luther Hand has been absolutely disgusting. But it still boggles my mind he only has 3 innings pitched. I don't know why. All right. Let's go to awards real quick. Let's check the All-Star voting. Okay, so Stuart Orr probably going to be an All-Star. At least. No relievers that look incredibly exciting. Soderstrom should be an All-Star. Geloff should be an All-Star. Alex Verdugo. Looks like he's going to be an All-Star. Ahmed Rosario, even though he's a right fielder, but he's playing short for us. So we're probably going to have a lot of All-Stars this year. And then awards. Corey Seager already has 30 damn home runs. What the hell? On pace for 60. That's crazy. Okay. So Stuart Orr now is in the running for a Cy Young. He has a perfect 11-0 record. His ERA is finally above 3, but I think he's got a shot. If he can just keep winning his games, he's going to have a shot, even though he doesn't have a ton of strikeouts. Just keep getting that K per 9 up. We're going to be in a good spot. Are we really not in the running for any other world? All right, Dylan Carlson in the running for Gold Glove. Jorge Soler, Silver Slugger at DH. Not hitting good average, but $17 homers and 70 RBIs is a good place to be. Surprised that Soderstrom's not in Silver Slugger for catcher. He has better stats than all these guys. Maybe it's just because he doesn't have RBIs. Geloff, Silver Slugger at second. Rosario, Silver Slugger in the outfield. Verdugo, Silver Slugger in the outfield. Okay, so we got some award potential winners out there. Feels good. right. So next episode, we'll take a look to see if there's anyone we want to put on the trade block. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll of course have the have the draft. We may have someone in the home run derby. We'll see, and then we'll see who our all-stars are. But that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I, of course, always appreciate your time. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.